Number 1. In regards to your best friend, how did you two meet each other? Number 2.
I met my best friend when I moved in a new flat when I was 4 years old. We moved there together with my family, and she was my neighbor.
2. Do you think love at first sight is real? Why or why?
I think love at first sight is real because I had it with my husband.
Why not? Number 3. When was the time you were head over heels in love with someone?
I I was head over heels in love with my husband, and it was about 16 years ago.
Number 4. Who was the last person you were in a relationship with?
So I'm in a relationship now with my husband.
Number 5. Why do people fall in love?
People fall in love because they want to love and to take care of some other people, or just to be loved, or to have a person nearby, and just maybe to start family.
Number 6. When was the last time you had a crush on somebody?
I had a crush on my husband, and it was 16 years ago.
Number 7. How does a person hit on somebody?
So if you want to hit on somebody, you just come closer and say you can say some words. Oh, you are so beautiful. Let's go to some place. Let's have coffee together. Let's go to cinema. He or she just want to impress the person you are hitting on.
Number 8. What is one way a person can ask somebody out? Number 9.
How can you ask somebody out? You just ask her, let's go to the cinema, or let's go out together, or let's have a coffee together at some place.
9. When was the last time you went out with somebody?
So I don't often go out nowadays because I have a family. But sometimes my husband and I, go out to the cinema together, or to a cafe maybe.
Number 10. Where would you like to go on a date?
I would like to go on a date to a restaurant.
Number 11. What is the longest you've dated somebody?
Maybe. So it was my husband. We dated for 6 years before we got married.
Number 12. Would you rather be exclusively dating or just seeing somebody?
I think I'd rather be exclusively dating.
Number 13. Why is it important to you to have a lot in common with your significant other?
I would like to have a lot in common with the person that so with my husband, because we have to do the same things. So maybe we can do something common. So go to the places that we both like, and do the things that we both are interested in. Of course, we have our own hobbies, but it's very important to have something that we should have in common.
Number 14. What type of personalities do you get along with?
What type of personalities? So my friends are kind and they're very active. I'm very lazy, and I want they make me more active, and we try to go to some places together. For example, we go hiking or go camping, so it's good for me, and they help me to be active, and they are very easygoing.
Number 15. Why do some people want a no strings attached type of relationship?
So some people don't want no strings attached relationships because they haven't decided yet if they need any relationships at all, because they don't want to start family, or they don't want to have a baby, don't have to be attached to each other.
Number 16. Why do you think some husbands are tied to their wives' apron strings?
Some husbands are tied to mothers or wives' apron strings because they are not independent, and maybe they don't want to do some things that they are responsible at, and they give all the responsibilities, or put all the responsibility on the wife or mother's shoulders.
Number 17. Why do you think making love is an important part of a relationship?
Because making love is an important part of relationship, because you have to coincide with your preferences, and it's a very intimate part of relationship, because you have to know that you love together.
Number 18. When do you feel it is a good time to get married to somebody?
I think that a good time to get married to somebody when you have a decent salary at work, when you have some place to live, when you have responsibility of someone else, and when you want to take care of another person. So it's time to get married, I think.
Number 19. At what age did your mother get pregnant with you?
So my mother was pregnant with me when she was 25 or 26. I don't really remember. I think 25.
Number 20. At what age do you think it's acceptable to have a baby?
So nowadays, some people some women have babies at 11 or something like that, and in some countries it's acceptable for women to have a baby at that age, at 11 or 12 maybe, but in Russia it's acceptable at about 18, 20 or 22, but some women have babies at 40, and some celebrities, so they shocked me, and they have babies at the age of 60. I don't know why they do that.
Number 21. What do you think is the hardest part about long-distance relationships?
So the hardest part of a long-distance relationship is that you can't see and can't touch and can't feel your partner.
Number 22. Would you prefer to be in a relationship or married before starting a family?
I'd prefer to be married before starting a family. I don't know why, but I think it's not as dangerous. It's not so dangerous to have for a woman to have a relationship, to start a family when you get married.
Number 23. After how long do you think it is acceptable to move in with somebody?
I don't think that there is some limits or some rules when you have to move in with somebody. If you feel inside that you are ready for that, so you can do it. Why not?
Number 24. Why do couples drift apart from one another?
So some people drift apart from each other because they are not interested in each other, and they have finished having something common with each other, and maybe they are tired of the relationship.
Number 25. How does it feel to break somebody's heart?
When you feel somebody's hurt, you feel inside upset and not happy. It's not a good thing to break somebody's heart, because you kind of ruin somebody's life and make him or her very unhappy.
Number 26. Why do some couples get back together after years apart?
When you are married, when you get married early, or maybe you live together for a long time, and you thinking that you are not going to live together, and you are bored of that life, but after some years of breaking of living not together, apart, you understand that that was the only person, and that the only person I love, and maybe it's not come to your mind immediately, but you have time to understand that, and when you understand that, you want to live together again, and you get back together.
Number 27. What do you think about unrequited love?
Well, unrequited love is very sad story, because there are a lot of accidents and bad stories, and suicides can be because of unrequited love, and I'm very sorry for that persons who have that kind of love.
Number 28. Why is it unacceptable to cheat on somebody?
So everybody can cheat on their wives or husbands. It's acceptable because you don't have maybe some things in your family, and you just want to look for it somewhere else, and you find another woman or another man, and you cheat on your wife or husband, and it's not bad if you don't love. It's if your family is ruining a thing, but of course, if you love your wife or husband, so it's bad, and it can ruin all lives, and you can break your partner's life and heart.
Number 29. Why do some people have affairs?
Some people have affairs because they want to color their lives and just feel the adrenaline inside and just to get that things that you don't get in your family.
Number 30. What is one reason to break up with somebody?
So maybe the reason, one of the reason is to break up with somebody. One of the reason, if your partner cheated on you, yeah, it may be the reason, or maybe you don't love him or her anymore.
What is one reason to split up with somebody?
So one of the reasons to split up with somebody, just you don't want to be together anymore, and you love another person, so you've decided to split up.
Number 31. Why do couples sometimes get into fights?
So some people get into fights because they don't understand each other, or maybe they just want to pay attention, and they have to get other person's attention, and they don't I don't know, maybe they just don't understand each other, and I don't know.
Number 32. Who was the last person you fell out with?
So the last person I fell out with was one of my best friends, and we fell out, and that was not the reason to fall out, but we haven't communicated at all, and it's such a sad story.
Number 33. Why is it important to make up with somebody?
It's very important to make up with any person you are falling out. We having felt out, because you don't need to put your offense inside, to keep your offense inside you, and it's very important to keep up, to have the good relationship together.
Number 34. What is one reason to be mad at somebody?
No reasons to me to be mad at somebody, because you have to be kind to everybody, but it's not real. And for example, if my kids are messing around, so I'm mad at them. I'm very mad because they're so uncontrollable.
Number 35. Do you think divorce is acceptable or unacceptable?
So divorce is of course acceptable. Why not? If two people don't love each other and they have another person that they love and they want to live together with, they have to get divorced. They don't have to live together if they don't love each other, and because of kids, for example, so people should live for yourself, and they should have their own lives.